Yeah, I can hear everything perfect. Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I've been
2
going.
years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and it went this way. Took a test to become an MC, and Molly Ma came amazed at me, and Larry put me inside this Cadillac. The chauffeur drove off and we never came back.
It's your boy, what's the word?
I gotta say what's up to my y'all Smooth Vega.
Tuned into the Smooth Vega podcast.
The podcast bitches.
Yo, we're back. First and foremost, as always, if you are listening on Spotify and Apple Podcast, make sure to hit 5 stars. Make sure to hit follow. All that good stuff. You know, do the pass along thing. Tell your friends to tune in. If you're on YouTube, you already know what time it is. Click subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, for those that are wondering why we're in an empty room, this is the last episode we're filming in the studio that we've been in. Today is move day, but we're going to run an interview here, and y'all are going to enjoy it. Y'all are going to love it. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably going to be the funnest episode I've ever done, and this is why.
You know why? Yeah. Yeah.
My man, Afroman,
Hey.
welcome to the Smooth Vega podcast.
Hey, man, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. That's smooth, brother.
You know, I have so many questions I want to ask, and we're just going to have a good time, but let's get right to it. God damn, you're running for president.
Yeah.
You're running for president. You just announced 2024 for Fro.
2020 Fro. Vote Fro 2020 Fro. Let's go.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions, and we're going to just get right to it. Like, what was the decision made behind you wanting to go run for president?
Exercising my right as an American dreamist. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this country. You can. After that, there's some issues I want to address. You know, like I think I can bring about legal cannabis to all 50 states.
Wow.
Release people that have cannabis charges, so the government isn't hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Bring about real police reform. And I think I can sow seeds of love back in this country, and I think I can help this country's mental health.
You know what? I want to know, first and foremost, I feel completely underdressed because you're fly as the sky right now, man. You know, so is this what you would look like on election day? Is this what you would be wearing every day?
You know what? I've been thinking about if I should tone it down, or I think I'm a go hard, man. You know, I'm a do me, man. Hey, players are coming out the closet, man. We going mainstream, man. I'm fighting for the rights of players. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a do me. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I may be the first candidate on the debate with a cup. You know what I'm
Dog,
saying?
that would be so dope.
Yeah, I thought it'd be boring if I just had another, blue jacket with my little red tie.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be predictable.
Nah, like pretty soon, you would have to have me in the debate, or nobody wouldn't come. You know,
Bro, I think ratings would be off the charts. You know what I'm saying? And here's the other part of it. Like, I just kind of want to like play it out in my mind. Like, if you get elected, you know, typically they do like the start. What is it? Star Spangled Banner, right? Or
that graduation instrumental.
Whatever it is.
All them joints. You know.
So what will we swap it out with because I got high?
You know.
Dude, I could see it. Like, just envision it.
Maybe after I win, inauguration, I'll make sure America keeps its traditions. But like, there's a time when Donald Trump plays "I'm glad to be an American," or he can go off the grid and play something that he personally likes. So I probably slide mine in, over there, something like that.
Which brings me to, you mentioned Donald Trump, right? So whenever I heard that you were running for president, by the way, I heard through TMZ. You've been on TMZ a lot lately, but we'll get to that in a second. But whenever I had heard that you were running for president, I immediately thought, well, you know what? If Donald Trump can do it, so could fucking Afroman. You know?
Yeah, man. I can do it. I can run the country. There won't be no wars.
Nah, everybody would be high.
Everybody in America would have first dibs on jobs. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I give you first dib on a job and you don't take it, don't complain about the next man that come through and get it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but I'm gonna give you an American. I'm gonna give you first dibs. We're not gonna go to war with no other countries. Like Kim Jong-un, what's up? We good? Stay over there. Hey, thanks for being nice to Dennis Rodman. We good.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Vladimir, I don't like what you're doing, but we got our own problems over here. So leave those Ukrainians alone while we fix slavery and and do our stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I want to ask a few more questions in regards to the presidency, right? Who would be your running mate?
Running mate?
Like, I mean, like who'd be vice president to Afroman? Like, do you already know who that's going to be?
I don't. We can have fun exploring the thoughts. You know who's really smart and you don't think so?
Who?
Flava Flav.
Fuck. Afroman and Flava Flav.
Boy,
you got my vote. Whoa.
Boy.
Sign me up for that.
Hey, we're going to have some entertaining. That's my entertaining contribution to just, imagining me a vice president.
The cup and the clock.
Flava Flav, I'm a cool, soul, funny brother, so I might want to get somebody else,
I don't know. I like the idea of Flava Flav.
I need somebody that agrees with me, like a vice president. I'm in the front of the public, I don't believe in using the N word, so it's a lot of cool people, but I try to pick me one that don't use it. And so that's kind of hard, I have to think about it,
Dude.
A vice president.
I'm so attached to the idea of it being Flava Flav.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was thinking,
wow.
He's really smart. Like a lot of these people, you think they're dumb and you think they're crazy and they're really smart. You know who's really smart? You seen Harlem Nights?
Yes, I have, but it's been a long time.
No, you're not going to forget this guy. Ready? I'm ready. Hey, that dude, they had him playing some guy, like they had him playing like a dumb heavyweight. But that dude is intelligent. It's funny how whatever you're famous for could really paint a picture of you to people, and they might not know you have sense, and you can.
Well, that's the beauty of life. I think the beauty of life is I'm going to let you know what I want you to know, not what I know. You know what I mean?
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, before I get off the subject of you running for president, I just envision, I envision Fro as president, like everything just going a whole nother direction. Like I could see the flag. You know how they have the 50 stars? I could see the weed leaf there, man. I could see it right there.
I ain't gonna. Now, I don't want no war veterans, getting up out of their wheelchairs, and I don't want to tick nobody off. I'm not gonna mess with no. But I hear you. I wouldn't, dude. That's entertaining, and I'm all about just having fun and elaborating on ideas like that. But I'm gonna keep the flag,
I'm messing with y'all guys.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Just so you guys know, I got love for all our veterans, and I respect the flag, and we get it. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect, guys. But I say that to say this has been really interesting, right? So you say that you're running for president, and it hits TMZ, and I have to ask, because recently, as in like the last 4 years, right? You're not the first hip hop artist to say that they were running for president. Kanye West, or the artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Beautiful.
Yay. He announced that he was running for president, and obviously, right? So was there any inspiration from that, or was this like?
Yes, I was definitely inspired. Like the thought of running for president never crossed my mind, and when he did that, I was like, wow. We was laughing and stuff,
Yeah,
but you gotta acknowledge the fact that you are talking about him.
for sure.
Yeah.
You want to know one of my favorite Kanye moments?
What's that?
Is whenever he said, George Bush don't care about black people.
yeah, that was funny. That's where I was playing this tape, and he got this song at the end of his album where he's just talking too long. I think it's an 8-minute song. He's telling his whole story. Like, I went over to Jay's house, and he was listening to the track. He said, come back tomorrow. I said, okay. And then he just kept rambling. It was like an 8 or 9 minute song. Like, it starts off, him and Jay-Z bust these dope verses. Then I'm waiting for the song to end. He's just talking, he's talking, he's talking. He talked, and right then I was wondering, how crazy was he right then? But I thought maybe he was just like a over into it rapper.
Yeah.
Like a yo, what up, money? He gonna rapper handshake you. Yo, what up? He gonna
Rapper handshake you.
He
Oh,
gonna
shit.
what up through Walmart like he don't never turn it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm thinking, he's just super rapperlicious. But then at that MTV thing where he was like, yeah, whoop de whoop, don't like black people. Hey, it was funny. It was funny.
Well, he has as you know, he has a shoe line that he did through Adidas. I think they're working it out, by the way. His Yeezys. Man, I think we need some Frozies or some Air Froze. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping to see hit the retail shelves one day. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like,
yes, dude. You know what I'm saying? An Afroman shoe.
boy.
An Afroman tennis shoe. Yeah, brother. I thought about several one of them. I thought about Jordan, like how they got him spreading his legs. I thought about they showed me just a silhouette of me, like
Oh shit,
on the side of a tennis shoe.
Brilliant marketing right there.
Smoker shoe, cut.
Man, dude, you know what? I don't even smoke, and I would buy them. But let me
buy you a pair because I got highs. Dunk on a fool, be like, yeah, because I got highs.
Yo, so I mean, speaking of because I got high, that song right there, it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? You were actually nominated for a Grammy for that record, which I think some people tend to forget, right? And the crazy thing about that record now is here we are 20 plus years later, you're touring nonstop around the country. You're still making a living off of this record. Do you ever get tired of just like being identified with that record, or do you feel like hella appreciative to be like, you know what, man?
I'm proud of that song. I feel like a Pop Warner football coach, and that song went on to the NFL.
Yeah.
And then it came back to the park to visit me. I stopped practice and I'd show all the little kids, hey, he used to play for me. Because I got high, that's my biggest payday. And I'm proud of that song.
And it still pays.
Yeah, man.
Every damn day.
Every time I sing it, I laugh all the way over again. Somebody in the crowd just trips all out. It's a blessing from God. And it's funny. It's a summary of all my problems. So my problems were my solution. Dig that.
Do you remember going back to the creation of that record in specific? Like, do you remember where you were at? How long that song had, like, how old was that song before it was commercially released? And then from the point that it was commercially released to when it actually became a hit? Because people don't realize sometimes it takes a while for a record to go.
It was a hit. It was a hit right after I wrote that motherfucker. I felt this energy that I have never felt for another song. I kind of felt a little like that when I did that song about Will You Help Me Repair My Door. I felt I was getting them a little, because I got high, little tingles. But that song, I started selling it. It's like, as soon as it hit your ear, I had you. I had to, I had to serve it. I had to. People liked the cover. People liked everything about that record.
It was a fun record.
Yeah,
Feel good record.
man. So I think it was a hit. I couldn't play nowhere in Hattiesburg, and it was Mississippi, and it's these hood bars that even hood people don't go to. It's like these old men go back to stand around in the front of them and drink like Coke 45 and stuff like that. It was behind the hood. It was this one little street, and there was this old man in there that told me I didn't have no venue. I said I need a venue. I said let me just have a party here, and I'll split the money with you. He was like, okay, yeah, whatever. So I had a venue, even though it was an undesirable venue for society or whatever. But I had a venue, so I put it on a flyer. And I blanketed Hattiesburg, whatever. And these 4 girls came back there. I remember I was in there just singing. I learned to go ahead and perform even when people ain't there. That way, what you want is if they come, you want them to think something is going on and they don't leave. And then you hold them, and then you add some more. That's what I used to do at Venice Beach. Like, I'd start rapping before anybody would listen. Then 2 people kind of walk by slowly. Then I start getting all into them. I got these 2. Then 3 more come. Now I got me 5. Pretty soon I got me 30, 40 people. So I was in there just singing, even though nobody was in the bar. And these 4 girls come in there holding hands, and their hair was flying in the air. And that's when I knew Because I Got High was a hit.
But I think the thing about that record in specific, looking back on that song, especially now, like these young artists really don't realize like what a hit record is, like really is, because everything's based on views and social media, whatever, right? That record is a hit because here we are 20 plus years later, and like I mentioned, you're still touring consistently. It's not like you ever stopped touring, and I've seen some of your shows. Some of these shows are still jam fucking packed.
Hell yeah.
And everybody's singing the record. Do you understand how difficult it is to have a record that could sustain that type of longevity? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I know you know this. I'm talking to the people out there so we could add a little bit of context to the legacy of Fro, because, I mean, of course, you've had other records that have gone, but that record is just like, whoa. It's just one of those records that probably going to be here long after the Fro says deuce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's a funny thing, man. A hit. I always wanted to be one of those multiple hit people like Michael Jackson or Madonna. And so when it used to hurt my feelings when people would say one hit wonder or, what I'm saying? Or, something ish. Then I start looking at people that people would consider a one hit wonder.
Bro.
Right? And I love when I see that they're still getting paid. Like, Tone Loc somewhere tonight singing Wild Thing.
For sure.
And you're thinking he's in the alley smoking a crack pipe. You're thinking he's standing in front of a laundromat asking you for some change or something.
Man.
And he got his like own little private jet. He's somewhere coming in on a walker. Stepped into this place. Saw this girl. What's that?
Yeah.
Young MC somewhere singing Bust a Move somewhere. He probably somewhere in Ireland with a football stadium full of people. Now, watch this, man. I remember when I was a little kid, I thought you fell off if you wasn't on MTV no more. If I looked up and your videos wasn't on MTV, I thought you fell off the charts and people didn't like you no more. So I thought the Beastie Boys fell off after Hey Ladies.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're done. I'm like, they were like Paul's Boutique. I'm like, you named your album after a clothing store. I'm like, hey ladies. I'm like, it was cool, but it wasn't Paul Revere or Brass Monkey. So I'm like, I guess them dudes are. I'm like, I want to hear some more. I bought their album. I liked it. I bought Paul's Boutique, but I was like, they're gone. They're done. And I get a job. This lady had a cleaning service, and she was cleaning the Raiders' assistant coach's house, and they always give me the little boys' room because the women don't want to clean the boys' room, you know. So I'm in there cleaning the boys' room, and I look up. He has posters of the Beastie Boys on his wall in like some kind of like chronological order, you know. Yeah. So like, I noticed how I seen them, and it got to Paul's Boutique. Then I started seeing posters of albums I never seen before. Long story short, I thought the Beastie Boys fell off. Come to find out, they were thriving and they were larger than life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I love when I think about somebody I think fell off and they out there doing it, tough, living good, looking good, moving around and getting down.
For sure. You know, and going back to the term one-hit wonder, look, I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder.
Say amen,
you know what I'm saying?
God.
So let me put that into the universe, right? Because I'm gonna say this right here. You know, I think one of the artists that gets categorized as that the most is Vanilla Ice. And Vanilla Ice is, you know, he has Dallas Times, obviously, right? Ice Ice Baby. People will talk about that record as if that's the only hit he had, right?
Yeah.
Cool, whatever, if that's what you think. I mean, it is what it is. Commercially, you can make the argument, but this motherfucker's still going out there doing shows, killing the game,
Man.
making 30, 40 racks a night.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope you got, shit, yeah. Yep.
You know, and I've seen it with my own eyes, and I know people that work with him directly, and it's like, bro, if that is a one-hit wonder,
yeah, sign me up.
For real. Some of y'all need to understand, like, this, you know, we're in a different era because obviously, like, everything's so microwavable now, right? Like, it's just fast. Like, it just, you know what, let me put it in, let me get it, cool, we move on to the next. But it's dope to see that you're still out here moving and grooving, you know. And I think now kind of where I'm at is like, you know, I wanted to be funny, but now I want to be a little bit more serious. Like whenever you were younger and you decided like, yo, I'm going to get into this music shit. Like, this is really what I want to do. Because I hear a certain element in your style of music. Who were some of the guys that got you to, like, inspired you to go, like, you know what, I'm going to do this, like, for real, professionally? These are some of the artists that, like, I not so much aspire to be like, but that just made you want to go and pursue this career path.
I got what I call classic rap in my personal Hall of Fame. So I'm going to just run down a few names to you. Let's go. The first rap group I ever heard was Houdini. Then I got into Run DMC and the Fat Boys. Later on, got into Sugar Hill Gang and my man with the Message. Not Molly Marr. The Furious Five.
Yeah.
Was somebody in the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. All right. You know, LL Cool J, Rakim, you know, the Founding Fathers, you know.
Yeah.
Classic rap. And then, to me, gangster rap is kind of like kickboxing. It kind of ain't fair. You know, there's no, you know, there's cursing. There's less rules, but that's gonna be Ice-T, Ice Cube, you know, King T, the whole West Coast family. Too Short. You know what I'm saying? I went to school, and it was this girl. She had a bunch of money, and she had fly clothes every day, and she was pretty, but she was mean, though. Her and her friends, they would stand in front of the school, and as you walked in, you got it. Look at this. What the fuck is that? Oh my God. What the fuck is this shit? They was just, and we used to all just hate walking past them motherfuckers. I used to see the principals holding little kids, consoling them, man. We was in the ghetto over here with the fucking nice feeler suit, but damn, homie, you know? And I remember I heard Lottie Dottie, and her name was Carrie, and she was light skinned. She had like little hairs on her lips, like kind of fuzzy around her lip. So I exaggerated about her fuzz. Her name was Carrie, so I wrote a song called Harry Carey, a parody of Lottie Dottie. I used his blueprint, but they was like, yeah, it was like original. I was like, you know how they say if you go down on a girl, you get facial hair?
Yeah.
I said, Harry Carey ate her own cherry. That's why her lips are very, very hairy. I had my homeboy start beatboxing for me. I start, hey, ladies and gentlemen, and rapping was a craze. So he started folding his arm, and I was like, yo, what's up in the place to be? Let me bust this rhyme. You know, everybody started gathering around. I was like, Harry Carey. He like, boom, 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 Harry Carey. Boom, 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 Harry, boom, Carey, boom, 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 boom. Oh, peep this. Harry Carey ate her own cherry. That's why her lips are very, very hairy. You're gonna like this one because it's winter. I remember one night she invited me to dinner. She opened the door. She said at ease. That night she cooked some macaroni and cheese. I did not care. Pulled up my chair, opened up my mouth and got a mouthful of hair. I said, Carrie, what you put in this trash? She said, I'm sorry, Joseph. That's my mustache. I looked at her and I said, what? She said, I tried shaving, but the razor wouldn't cut. And I did this whole Lottie Dottie rap. And the whole school laughed at her, clowned her. And they gave me credit. I didn't feel like I was a rapper because I didn't have what the rapper had. I didn't have the gold chain. I didn't have the cars. I didn't have the boombox. So I thought, I'm thinking I'm gonna be a rapper. But rap fans don't care about your chain or your car. They care about you rapping. And so what? They was treating me like a rap star. At that school, I was a rap star. You know, you come out my table, I got apples and milks, and you know what I'm saying. You know, I get all the free lollipops and Jolly Ranchers.
You got the perks.
I was like ghetto unofficial rapper rich, like, and I realized I seen like I could really do it good. And I didn't really think it was nothing, but I was looking at the whole school looking at me like anticipating. I'm thinking, y'all can do this too. But they wasn't thinking that. They were watching me, and they gave me credit for being a rapper. I was walking around there, it was like I'd be slapping hands all the way through. It was, you know, it was superstar stuff. But it was just that little school, and I couldn't really see it. But now when I think back,
that was it.
I was like, to me, we could be in jail. You could be like, I was born in a barrel of butcher knives, shot in the ass with 2 Colt 45. If you a good rapper, I'm going to give you credit for being a good rapper. Whether you got the wealth that's supposed to come with it or the look, if you a good rapper, you a good rapper.
Yeah.
And you know, I want money in the chains and the cars, but the person giving me that $5-10, they don't want the chain or the car. They want rapping. So if you give it to them, they know you got it and they give you credit for it. That's what I wasn't understanding, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, when I think of Afroman, right, like just the artist, right, I think character, right? Like what kind of made you hone into the character that Afroman eventually went on to become, right? Because, you know, I don't know if there's an origin story there where you're like, you know what, like I feel like this is kind of what I want to be, right? You know, because I feel like, especially with artists, the successful ones, and some of them that have had a lot of commercial success, they hone in on being a character. I always say this, man, like, you know, 50 Cent, whenever he was coming out, and Curtis Jackson, two different people, right? 50 Cent wore the bulletproof vest on stage and on CD covers. Curtis Jackson probably wasn't wearing that around the house or around the homies, right? it was the character that he was whenever he tapped in. It was still him, but that was part of the image. Like, so all this fly shit that you're on now and that you've been on, like, how did that kind of like, how did you develop that? Like, what was your thought process going like, this is how I want to, mold and craft who I want people to digest Afroman as?
Right on, man. In my life, I remember as a little boy, I was planning out my life. I told myself I wanted to stop wearing tennis shoes at 30. Like I looked at, I'm in my hood or whatever, said or whatever. I'm looking at, people in general. The OGs, I knew when I was dealing with an OG because I looked down and I didn't see no tennis shoes. When I look down and I see khakis, I take the khakis all the way down to some Stacey Adams. It's different. It ain't finna be no running. This dude's some kind of OG. So I told myself, like, I figured I'm a grown man at 30. That's when you ain't playing no more. You mean what you say, So at 30, I wanted to wear dress shoes. If I was broke, I at least wanted to have me a nice starched up pair of khakis and a decent T-shirt. But if I had some money, I kind of wanted to look like Ice-T on Power, on the Power album cover.
Yeah.
I'm from LA, and I thought I seen players. I ain't never really seen no players. I ain't never seen no pimps and players and no Max. I went to Chicago, and I seen Don Juan walking with this white coat. It changed my life. I've seen black preachers look good.
Yeah.
I never seen, brothers from the street just really, looking good. I didn't know the difference between a real mink and a fake one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I seen Don Juan walk down the street, and it was snow on the ground. It was cold. I was depressed about something, but I seen him walking, and his suit was nice. His fur coat was blowing in the wind like some kind of superhero, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was limping. And a lot of times you see brothers, the thugs be looking good, the preachers be looking good, but a lot of them be homeless, a lot of them be dirty, a lot of brothers be, they got it rough, and it was refreshing to see a brother that life was not beating up. He was just walking. Just him walking changed my life. He didn't say nothing. I just watched him walk. He was walking, and I watched the coat blow, and his hair was done, and he was speaking to everybody. It's like the cold wasn't there. It was a beautiful. It changed my life. You know what I'm saying? I started wanting to wear, I've always liked the good suit. And, when I was young, I was like, I'm gonna wear this T-shirt now. I'm sagging right now. I'm young. I'm 13, so I sag and wear my T-shirts and wear my Nike Cortez and my All-Stars and all that type stuff. But I had plans of wearing suits and boots and stuff after I was 30. You know what I'm saying?
So it just kind of.
Yeah, but I was going to only probably be as fly as Ice-T was on Power. But then, I started seeing brothers from Chicago just really fly, though.
Yeah.
And that's what made me want to, go all out.
And that's whenever you were like, all right, you know what, I'm locking all the way in. Because it became, I look at the small, intricate details in performers and, the way they present themselves. This is all part of the artistry. It's an extension of the artistry and how people consume the artist. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, though, I did want to ask, because I don't want to forget. I mentioned TMZ. You've been in TMZ a lot. I said that earlier in the interview. Your house got raided a few months back. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, man. Like, why are they fucking with you, bro? Like, is it because you're running for president? Is this what's happening right now? Does the CIA have it out for my man Fro or what? What's going on
Those
here?
Democrats, man, I tell you, man.
You know what I'm
They're on a
saying?
witch hunt.
They're trying to get you out of here, man. Is this the cancel Fro movement? Were they trying to plant something on you, kidnapping? What's going on over here, bro?
I do not know. I do not know. I know I'm Afroman. I'm known for marijuana. And, whatever.
You wouldn't say. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's dang near legal everywhere. It's even legal medicinally in Ohio. I just think they just, they didn't like me and kind of wanted to use an excuse to come tear up my property, cut off my video cameras, and steal my money.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they actually took some money from you.
Yes.
Do you mind disclosing the amount of money?
Yeah, it was only $400, but it's principalities in this thing,
on, they
man.
took $400.
$400, I guess. Hard
Bro,
times, dude.
Oh my
Hard
gosh.
The economy's bad, man.
Dog, are you serious? I thought you were gonna say like 40,000 or something like that.
I guess he don't want to pay for that stripper coming up on the weekend. He don't want to steal too much. He ain't that bad of a cop. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. I don't smoke, right? I said that earlier in the interview, but it's interesting, right? Because I've changed my position on marijuana. I've become a lot more educated on it. I think that it should be legal. I don't consider it a hard drug at all. But I will say this: I still don't smoke. I've wanted to start smoking, for anxiety and stress. I think it's able to, really calm you down. But if I'm a non-smoker and I'm talking to Fro or on Instagram, OG Fro, right? OG Afroman. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm thinking about smoking, but I don't know if I really want to smoke. You have this hit record called Because I Got High. Why should I get high? Fro, can you answer the question? Why should I get high? Convince me to smoke weed. Why? What would you say?
I would tell you not to start a habit you don't have already.
Woo.
That's But
I want to smoke.
Well,
So give me a reason to smoke.
give you a reason. I'm gonna tell you not to do it. If you don't smoke, don't start. If you eat, then maybe you ought to get maybe you should get some gummies or something. But if you don't do marijuana.
So you're not the peer pressure kind of guy.
No. I don't want you to start nothing you don't do. Now, if you got some kind of illness and the doctor says this will help you, I get a cold, the doctor tells me to take penicillin. Penicillin might be just like marijuana.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But he tells me to use it. I trust his education, so I use it. Okay, well, if some of this stuff, I notice how marijuana is helping kids with epilepsy or something. There's some things out there that it's helping with. Therefore, that being said, if you don't smoke or whatever, but the doctor says this will stop you from having a heart attack, this will help you live longer.
Yeah.
Okay, then I say eat it like a gummy or something, if possible. If the doctor says you're gonna die tomorrow, but if you smoke this joint, you can live another 11 years, then I'll say smoke the joint.
Well, the only reason I never smoked was not because I didn't enjoy it or because, there was some kind of traumatizing experience in my life. I just didn't want to create another spending habit.
Right.
Because it could get a little expensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I trip on stuff that it wasn't in my life. Sometimes I sit at home and I look at how I think about how much money I could have if I didn't have something.
Yeah.
Okay, you spend $100 a month on cable. If you didn't have cable for a year, that'd be $1,000. Just little thoughts like that. Just when you're just thinking,
it's like an accumulative total.
yeah, when you're sitting there looking at all your bills and you're like, what can go? I'm never home. Cable, I've been thinking about cable. I'm never home. I'm writing checks to DirecTV
Yeah,
for a TV that I never watch.
that's true.
And then so I explore the thought of not having cable for a year and then just having $1,000 that would have been DirecTV's. I thought about land taxes. You know, in land taxes, $5,000 a year. In 4 years, I'm going to give that lady $20,000.
Right.
Look here, how about I sell this place, and then how much money will I save in the next 4 years by not paying that land taxes? You know, so, man, I got high and forgot my point, man. I was tying that shit. I was tying that.
Spending. We're talking about spending habits.
Spending habits. You know, you don't do cocaine. Somebody go try this. Now you're walking around sucking dick, doing whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you done tried something new, something you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like you come this far without it, and we go through life just adding. Okay, let me get this $10 a month. We just get into these debts. You know what I'm saying? And it's just reckless. So that's why I hate to see people create a new debt. You know,
No, I feel you. And one thing about you, and I was thinking about it right now as I'm talking to you. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you're player as fuck, bro. Like, you keep it player. You're chill, relaxed dude. You're just out here on the grind. You hustling. Hitting the road. And you strike me as a fairly peaceful guy, right? Which is why I was a little bit like, why the fuck is the cops breaking into your crib? Shouldn't they be breaking into like someone's actually doing some real crime shit, right? But I say this to say this. I associate you with being peaceful. My man Dot, shout out to Dot, by the way. He's the one that helped, facilitate this deal, set us up together. He let me know that, you guys are working on some stuff with Music Access. Shout out to Music Access.
Music Access.
Y'all got some projects in the works that y'all are about to start dropping. He played me one of the records.
Huh.
I Need Money. I heard this record.
I need some money.
Bro, why are you picking on Kid and Play? Why did you diss Kid and Play? Fro, what's going on with you and Kid and Play?
Dot wrote that part. And I'm all about a joke. Kid, the light-skinned guy, he's a comedian. So they wanted to say broke it in, Kid and Play. And I didn't want to name call, but it was in good humor, no disrespect. Shout out to Kid and Play. I guess I'm willing to do anything for a laugh, damn near. Now I'm jacking off, hey, I go hard for a laugh. So so if I thought somebody could get a couple chuckles out of me saying, but I got no problem with Kid
but
and
like,
Play.
what if like Kid and Play, or what if Kid is like, the gloves are off, like fuck that, like I'm gonna shoot slugs at you, Fro, and
Damn,
now,
man.
what happens if they like, what happens if you get the call and like your line starts ringing, it's like, they want to do a celebrity boxing match with Afroman and Kid from Kid and Play? Do you say, yeah, you know what, I'm down to do it?
No, I don't. I'm not fighting Kid and Play. I'm gonna apologize to him. I'm gonna respect him because I didn't think he had it in him. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Hey, I'm doing it for the laugh too.
Now the dark one will get me. You know what I do?
Oh, yeah, he looks like he could go, right? But you know what I will say though, that like, speaking of Kid and Play, they actually had the nerve to reboot House Party. Like they got like a new version of House Party. I don't know if you even watched the original ones, but like they shouldn't have fucked with House Party.
This is why I think they did it. Dude, I sat down with my kids. I didn't realize how old I was.
Yeah.
I've been out in the streets and we're going to watch movies, right? I said, yeah, we got Netflix, Daddy. They got everything. I'm like, okay, they got everything. I type in The Godfather. The Godfather didn't come up. I typed up Coming to America. It didn't come up. Now, once Eddie Murphy made Coming to America 2, watch this. A lot of people agreed. I'm an Eddie Murphy fan to the highest. A lot of people agreed Coming to America 2 sucked. But this is what it did.
Yeah.
When you see Coming to America 2, it makes you wonder, what about Coming to America 1?
Sure.
So what that did was by doing that garbage movie, it brought the original back in circulation. So now when I go on Netflix or any other search engine, I type in Coming to America, both versions pop up. So even though that second movie sucked, it played the role of bringing the original back into circulation.
Makes sense, but you know what?
You're looking at it from a fan.
Yeah,
you're looking at it from a fan standpoint. If you look at it from a business standpoint,
it makes sense.
Yeah, dude, I could not watch Coming to America. It was gone. Like I needed a videotape or a DVD to watch it. It was gone. All that Netflix and all that Redbox bullshit, man, it was gone. But when he put out that garbage movie, everybody was wondering where's the original one. And then it got the original Coming to America back in the circulation.
Dude, I really wanted to like that movie. And I forced myself to like it. And then I realized it sucked.
It's just bringing... Watch. Okay. Before they put the new House Party out, could you find the old House Party on Netflix?
No.
After they put this new House Party out, can you find House Party now?
I bet you can.
And that's
all
all I'm saying.
Why the fuck aren't you in movies? You should be a character in a movie. Come on, like,
man, this is a movie right here,
hey,
man.
You know
Lights,
what?
camera, action, man.
Look, whoever's watching, I don't know what casting directors are out there. I don't know what movie producers out there. Cast Fro in your next movie. This man's about to be the goddamn president of the United States.
Hey.
Get him while you can. The price is going to quadruple.
Yes.
Not even going to quadruple. Get him while you can can still afford him.
For a limited time only.
Facts.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not trying to harp on this whole, getting high thing, but I do have to ask a question, right? Because, my platform, obviously me being Mexican-American, I cater to my people, my gente. You being from LA, there's a lot of Mexicans over there.
Simon.
Hey, my man Fro for the people, right?
Yes, sir.
I got to ask you the question, man, the $1 million question. When you get high, in what order? You have to have like your ranking system. Where do tacos fall in your go-to when I get high?
Dude,
appetite.
If I got access to some good tacos, no. What's the question again? I got to thinking about tacos. I'm ready to go eat.
Yeah, as soon as I said tacos,
you fucked me up just by saying it. My mind went blank. I'm like tacos.
What's
the
from
question
LA,
again, man?
So I'm saying when you get high.
When I get high.
When you get high. Where do tacos rank in your go-to food when you're high?
Where does it rank? Now, tacos is kind of like pussy. I get it when I can.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? It's not always available. I'm from LA, so I'm picky about my tacos. You know what I'm saying?
Are you picky about your pussy?
Yes, I am. You know what I'm saying?
So if you had the choice between a good taco or some good pussy, what would you rather go for? What would you eat first?
2023, that motherfucking taco.
Because that taco ain't on Tinder.
Nah, and if I gotta pick, I'm gonna pick that pussy. But if I gotta eat, I'm gonna take the taco. And you have a nice day, ma'am. Yes.
Because that taco ain't all over social media. Or maybe it is, but you know what I'm saying. It ain't it don't got the little swipe left.
Another guy is not in that taco.
That's true.
Amen, brother.
What's your favorite taco?
Man, I know it when I'm chewing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't but I kind of like. It depends on the place. I like when they got some good like chewable steak.
Got you.
I like when they got. I like fish tacos. Ha ha ha. Pun intended. I do like a good fish taco. Some people know how to make tacos, and then there's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's the worst. That's how they're no longer part of the conversation.
Sorry,
but look, we're gonna say this.
Please forgive me.
Okay, so you have toured all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
You being from California, you're in Texas quite a bit. Texas tacos, California tacos. Do you know the difference? Can you tell the difference? And if so,
I'm gonna probably say maybe Texas tacos are hotter.
I thought you were gonna say that's who your go-to. What do you prefer?
I got to stick with the family, man. Come on, LA, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love you, homie.
I thought we had
gotta
you.
go. I stay out there,
I
so
thought we
don't go
fucking-
there. I gotta go
man,
home.
I thought we converted you there for a minute.
Nah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
Hey, Afro, we talking shit about our tacos. Oh, I gotta go back to LA. Nah, man. No, LA tacos are good, okay? I love our tacos.
Oh shit! No, God damn.
Yeah, I gotta go home. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've had any Texas tacos.
Man, you know what?
I've had brisket. I've had other stuff that Texas hid from me.
Dude.
Damn it.
Next time I got you, because I actually had a good friend of mine that was actually going to cater the interview today, and I didn't give him the advance time enough, so I owe you one.
Oh, okay.
And it was some fucking fire ass tacos.
Good tacos, man.
Off the chain.
Damn,
My
man.
good friend Paul, he loves those tacos.
This is the type of dude to talk about steak in jail, man. You talking about tacos, man. Like, I'm over here, man. Like, damn, man. I'm knowing they gonna come. I can taste them little diced up onions and them tomatoes. Yeah, steak.
Yo, Fro, so what's next? I mean, look, you know, you really should call this tour the presidential tour, but you know what? Whatever, you're campaigning, you're going city to city right now, you're performing. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, what's next for you? Like, what career-wise? Like, what do you got coming up? Like, you know, obviously we mentioned you working with Music Access. You got some music coming out with them guys.
Yeah.
You know, what do you want? You know, at this point in your career, you know, you're having a good time,
Man.
enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing fewer, bigger, better paying shows. There's a side of me that's ready to go home. Like, I have everything I want. You know, I was packing up. I didn't want to leave home. I was looking at all four of my lowriders. Like, I love when I'm at home. I'm dipping and bouncing and going all around it. And I own all my land. I'm wondering, what do I want from this game?
Yeah.
You know, I got more suits than the men's warehouse. Okay, there's that. I sometimes I explore the thought of going home, being with my kids on a daily, mentoring them more. You know, being there, letting our conversations bounce off of each other. You know, I think about being home. I've been in these streets. I've been in these streets since '93.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, brother. You know, and I'm wondering. Like, I be thinking. Sometimes I wonder, like, you know, hip hop give you. Hip hop give to you. It gives to you, and then if you don't watch it, hip hop stop giving to you. And then if you don't watch it, it starts taking away from you.
Absolutely.
You know, so how long do you ride that bull before you flip off that motherfucker and laugh and pick up your hat? You know what I'm saying? So, or then there's the whole thing of me keep going, putting out other artists, putting out more records, doing more. I've been thinking about doing more shows, like more like low budget but professional comedy shows. Like, I want to tell stories. Like, I'm gonna make up a show. Like, okay, this is Afroman. Welcome to Cop Stories. I'm gonna just tell story on this. It's just gonna be like, I must have got searched like 4,000 times in my life, and I remember every single time, and I'm gonna pick the funniest ones. I remember one time I was walking in jail, and you know, everybody was slapping my hands, and this cop walked up to me. He was like, where do you think you are? You're slapping hands like you're in a Laker lineup. You're in fucking jail. You know, but I'm gonna do this show, then I'm gonna get commercials for it. Yeah. It's gonna be like a real show that you be like, oh man, I'm missing Cop Stories, you know, or I'm gonna do other stuff. Like, I got a list of shows that I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to do like some Johnny Carson, Snoop Dogg,
Well, this is
GG.
shit I was talking about a little while ago. I think
Yeah.
I think that could be the next phase of your career, right? I mean, and I agree with you in terms of the quality over quantity. Like, for any artist that's been grinding for 20 plus years and that's consistently done shows, there comes a point in time like, all right, I've done the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I step out, it's gonna be worth it.
Hey man, you know what? That's why I wanted to say this. Now, first of all, I am a rapper.
Yeah.
I love rapping. Like I'll sell other products, I'll do other stuff, but rapper's gonna come first. You're not gonna see me like start acting and I'm not rapping no more. Like I'm like
do both.
Martha. You like, bro, when has he got another album? I'm like, nah. Come here, Martha. I'm really acting. No more. Like I ain't gonna do no Will Smith. Like, stop rapping. He's a great rapper. Listen, homeboy, don't mean to bust your bubble, but girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble. I was his rap fan, but he started acting and, I had to catch him on Fresh Prince. Yeah, it was funny, But I'm going to always be a rapper. I think what I want to do is, the next level for me is to be my own promoter.
No, that'd be dope.
I think that's the only way to get the payday I want. You know what I'm saying?
Only in America.
Amen. Praise God.
Oh boy, I can see it already. Hey, you should do the wave the flag like Don King.
Amen. Yeah.
Oh
boy.
shit. Oh man, that'd be so fire. Yo, Will Smith. By the way, "Summertime" is on my playlist. I listen to that all the time.
Summertime. He went out with a bang, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was a wonderful song. We all played that song at parties.
What's so funny is I thought for the longest Rakim wrote that record, and then they finally asked Rakim if he wrote the record. I saw an interview, and Rakim was like, dude, I heard the record, and I was like, did I write that record? But he didn't. He literally...
From the Summertime?
Yeah, because, Will's verse, he's rapping like Rakim on there.
But, hey,
yo, go back
Will
and listen
can
to it.
flow. He was going...
Yo, wow.
Yeah, he was like a basketball player with a nice cross up dribble or like turn the room there.
That's a dope-ass song.
Hey, summertime.
I still listen to that.
Summertime.
That's a dope-ass song.
Yeah, man, so rapping is like sex to me. Like, how do you stop? No, yeah, I might not do it as frequent. Might want to intensify it and then enjoy it a little bit more. Yeah, I think but I've been thinking about doing fewer, bigger paying shows and more time at home.
Yeah.
More time with my kids.
I mean, you deserve it too, man. You've earned that.
You work for all that stuff and then you leave it. I got a big ass house. I got a whole bunch of cars, suits. I got a walking track.
Yeah.
I got a pond. And then I get in a car and I drive away from all of that, and then I'm out here for like 3, 4, 5 months. Yeah. And it's like, it's cool, but I kind of want to enjoy my life and my body before I get old.
Yeah.
I don't want like a pain and affliction to send me home, and then when I go home, I can't enjoy what I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just sitting there with a house full of shit, and I think I want to give myself 20 years of no working, no responsibilities, like wake up, like I don't have no schedule. Be a kid. Walk outside. Let's go to the park. Let's hop in the car. Let's there's that. But that's me rambling. I guess in reality, I'ma always rap. But I can always, if I'm doing what I want, if you call me and the price is right, do like one or two shows for some good ass money, and then come on back home to what I love. I don't mind leaving for a day or leaving for 2, but then come on back to my house. Because I love my house. I don't even want to leave no more. I'd be like,
I mean, I think it becomes routine as well, because once you've been moving and you've kind of gone through the motions, it becomes routine. But like you said, you've worked hard, man. So you deserve to get to that point, man, and enjoy Afroland.
Forever Everland.
Hey, imagine if that was an amusement park, Afroland.
Man, it is, man. It's called Forever Everland. You heard of Never Neverland?
Oh shit!
This is Forever Everland,
bro.
You gotta come visit, man.
Definitely, man. I wonder if it's like. Do you ever seen like Michael Jackson's Forever Everland?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I saw the videos, man. It was kind of crazy.
He had like all kind of animals there
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
had like a whole amusement park over there. That shit was crazy. Yo, Fro, I appreciate you joining me today, man.
Right on, Church.
Yeah, this was fun, dude. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all bullshit aside, like, I respect everything that you represent, man. Like, you out there, you grinding, man. You know, you still hustling. You know, I've never considered you a one-hit wonder, by the way. You have records.
Well, thank you.
You know, I know that stigma of that is, you know, it's kind of, like I said, I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder. But when you have a record that's been nominated for a Grammy, that, like I mentioned, you know, all bullshit aside, like, that record is going to supersede you. When you're no longer here, that record's still going to be being played in
You know
parties,
what's funny?
You know what I mean?
That used to disturb me when I was younger and cockier.
Yeah,
People say one hit wonder now. I play into it.
yeah,
How many hits do you need?
yeah.
You know, I milk that song all the way. You know, I'll be a one hit wonder to the if I don't like you, I'll find something negative to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like I'm happy as you know, I'll be smiling.
Yeah.
It's all about how you take something. Yeah, one hit
on, man.
wonder. I walk in a football game, like here I am, the one hit wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, it's all love, bro. I mean, like,
Yeah.
fuck all that. You making money. You living life. Your family's good. You got Forever Everland. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I mean, we respect, man. Seriously,
Thank
and
you,
I
Church.
appreciate you joining me on the Smooth Vega podcast. You know, quit dissing Kid and Play. You know what I'm saying?
Dot. Stop writing my lyrics, Dot.
Yeah, we'll blame it on Doug. God damn it, Doug.
No,
What are you doing out
that's
here?
who wrote that shit. He remember I addressed him, but I didn't.
Yo, man. But hey, you got my vote. 2024.
Church,
Fro.
brother.
I'm gonna vote for you, man.
All right, there
you know,
it is.
do the country right, though, man. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
You know, stop the war.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
want no
yeah.
beef with- I
That's
don't want
it.
no beef with China.
No, man.
You know, all that balloon spying thing, squash it, bro, please.
Yeah, yeah. That's over. You know what I'm
saying?
That's over.
You and Flava Flav, though. That's the play, bro.
Man, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
boy.
Boy, I gotta watch my vice. Like, yo, easy, homie. My vice president is off the hook. Yeah, he go over Kim Jong Young, snatch his glasses off. Like, Flav, don't do that, homie.
Yo, man. So that's what it is. The Smooth Vega podcast. That right there is the one and only Afroman. Vote for Fro in 2024
Yeah.
or 2020 Fro.
For Sugardale players. Amen.
Hey, dude. I appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. That's it, man. We done here. Adios, amigos.